time on Haven. As you guys can see, the unique thing about the Haven map is that it's the only map in Valorant that has 3 plant sites. I think even in CSGO, all of the maps only have 2 plant sites, so it's more opportunity to really shake things up. I think on Haven we do see a lot of 5-man pushing on either A or C.
Oh, no.
No! That's the ultimate backstab, man. When your own team Raze launches that grenade at you, I know that feeling so many times. But yep, hard push coming in from Redsea onto side A. Cypher Cage, it looks like only now Celeste is rotating round into a garage.
Ooh.
It's going to be a 1v4 right now. Only Sage still alive on the side of Redsea. Is she going to be able to do anything? And nope. It's going to be an easy defuse for the side of Team Celeste. Very fast rotations we're talking about on Haven. I think a lot of teams, what they choose to do is, just because the map is so big, usually on defending side you're going to be splitting something like 2-1, 2.
Yeah, 2 and 2 usually.
Yeah, on this map. So it's really easy for teams. If you get a pick, especially on to either A or C, then you just like 5-man rush in. Even if you don't get the pick, you 5-man rush in. It's really hard for the defending side to rotate from across the map. So that's what we saw in round 1. They did get the spike plant down for the extra 300 credits, but it does go over to Celeste in the end. There's the half eco from the side of Redsea. Wonder on the Sage is just rocking the pistol. Very common for Sage, especially because her C utility wall costs 400 credits and it's so expensive. Looks like a bit of a different strategy this time around. Redsea opting to go through mid at B. Smoke's gonna come down to block out the B side entrance. Already it's a 3v2 in favor of Redsea.fe. They've still got more than a minute left on the clock right here, so they're going to, I think, go through garage in between B and C. Very slow push. Taking... Oh no, the reload! But they do manage to take Cypher, and now it's a 1v3. Not sure if there's
Ouch. Hot. Iceberg still with 2 stim beacons and that molly. Gonna peek around the corner, doesn't take any damage.
1v1.
Yeah,
1v1.
Full utility, and that's gonna reposition Lolix. Now there's a camera though, so she's gonna be able to spot Iceberg as she comes around the corner.
Doesn't matter, we just shoot him straight in the head. With that, I think Celeste's gonna take round 2 in a pretty convincing fashion. I like what we're seeing from Redsea, you know, changing things up. Went for the 5-man decisive A push right in round 1. Started things off with a bang. Round that didn't work out, and then round 2 just choosing instead to play it a bit more slow in B. However, they did lose both those rounds. We'll have to see what other strategies they have left up their sleeves, but I like that despite losing the rounds, they're able to just switch things up so quick on the fly.
Okay, Boombot into garage, and the Lear as well into garage is white. Okay, 2 Lears into garage, but that's fine. So they're gonna block off Tripwire though. Great work. It's gonna slow down that push, that rotation from garage into C, and now it's that team is in Redsea's. They're in disarray at the moment, but now they're gonna recompose themselves. Camera is gonna spot them out at garage. Here comes the blind from Volincible, and everything now is gonna just slow down. So let's see what happens. We do have Wanda coming around the corner. Will she get the frag? No. Tario gonna be able to pick her up, but Lolix right at the exact same position. Will drop one of his own. Gets taken out by the tripwire. That is a bit unfortunate right there. And I think Panic, the Panic to use her ult. A bit of a waste there, but doesn't matter. 3-0 on the scoreboard right now. Nothing to panic about so far. You know, they are on the attacking side. So the pressure is on Celeste to actually do better and pick up the rounds.
Yep. Redsea, I mean, earlier round 3, so we saw them try site A, didn't work out, try site B, didn't work out. So third round, they tried to go for a C. Usually, you kind of want to go down C long. However, because it was already round 3, they knew that Celeste might have had a sniper waiting down C long. So they opted instead to go for garage, and
Nice.
Pushing on defense. I mean, when you're 3-0 up, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
sure. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
what happens when you push on defense.
That's fine. I mean, two down, but they haven't recovered that Vandal just yet. Spike is at the back, so maybe that's kind of trying to bait anyone who's backstabbing. Lolix will pick it up though now. 1 minute on the clock as Rizao will come around the corner and pick off Wanda. Lolix still once again with the goal, trying to get the headshot down onto Rizai.
He's so lit though.
Yeah, well, Skylar will pick up a kill onto that side, so that's going to clear out the side. Now the rotate will start to come in. Rizai now is stuck within a rock and hard place because she's stuck between shot.
Yeah.
Someone is shot and she's stuck at the entrance of shot and at the exit of shot.
Yeah, she's getting pincered hard.
But the problem is Skylar is also on site and Lolix is the one who has the spike. So, and Lolix hasn't picked, has he? Yeah, he hasn't picked up a weapon. He hasn't been able to pick up that Vandal. So, let's see what he does. Oh, well, let's see what she does, sorry. It's a bit, I get a bit confused between the player and the agent. So, no sounds on the left because she has a camera. Oh, no. Goes for the spray.
Revealed her
And
spot
yeah.
too, and that's going to be an easy elimination for Team Celeste. And with that, we're going to take this 4-0 already, which is a bit surprising. I think most people would say that Haven is one of those a bit more attacker-friendly maps out of the 4 that are currently available for Valorant. But I mean, they're just down 4 rounds. It's really not that big of a deal, but if they don't start picking up some rounds, it is going to matter. We just saw their Yukon briefly over on the mini-map. We're able to, I think, do a full buy for this round, so they will be looking to pick this one up. If they don't win this round, it's going to be absolutely terrible.
Okay, good smokes on mid window and mid door is going to allow them to push out slightly. Let's have a look at where the Cypher camera is. That is at mid. Both Cypher cameras at mid. So one in the side and one at mid window. Yeah. Lolix's cam is at mid window, trying to see whether she can spot anyone on that A-B connector, and nobody is there.
I have retrieved the spike.
So she'll pick up the spike now, and they'll slowly see what they can do. We'll go over onto A-Long and see what's happening over there. Skylar, of course, right there. The blind will come through, and Rizai will pick up Skylar. So early pick comes in, and that's not what they wanted, but they'll try and soldier on now. Wanda with the slow off. If she can pick, okay, she'll wall it off. If she can pick up this off, she'll be able to res, and that's exactly what she's gonna want to do. But they're gonna try and break the wall. Risky. She needs to secure before she goes for the res, and now she's gonna get backstabbed. Yep, Volincible comes through shot. We'll get that backstab. So
yeah, the thing is, her rest of her team is actually trying to push it through, so you can see Cypher over on site. See, goes down with the spike. Reina as well, and with that, defenders winning once again. Yeah, I think we saw Sage, not sure for the longest time if she wanted to put up the wall and res her teammate, because she also knew that the rest of her team was actually split pushing through onto site C with the spike. So really, if you res in that spot, not the best. Also, like, is it worth it to use your ultimate for pretty much a distraction at that point in time? They're kind of weighing it because they hadn't got any pick at all onto Team Celeste. It was a 5v3, and they knew that they had gone for the full buy, so they're really trying to put out all the stops there. Bit unfortunate.
They're going for a buy now as well, so if they lose this, they're
yeah.
gonna be in a pickle.
Oh wow! I thought they would eco for sure this round and then go for the full.
It looked like they were going to eco.
Right. Oh no.
But they picked up 1 kill, and orbital strike. They're gonna use that orbital strike to try and push B. They're also gonna use the ult from Raze, but is only gonna clear the path and try. It's only gonna clear the path and kind of move Brimstone out of the way. So Brimstone has his ult as well, and he's gonna pop that onto the side. So that's gonna delay the spike plant. Volincible coming around the corner at the back will pick up Skylar down at mid. They'll wall off though, and they will get that spike down. So Wanda will pump that wall and gets the spike. I think they're gonna try and telly in. Let's see what Volincible does. He might try to telly up inside instead of the wall. No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna go for the counter wall to get that boost in. Iceberg will drop Hearth, Tara Terrathiel will drop a Lolix, and Volinspor will wrap up the round and take out Wonder. So they'll have plenty of time on that defuse. But interesting round, and 6-0 on the scoreboard right now in favor of Celeste, and basically Redsea's bank is pretty much... No, the spike plant saved them. So if they didn't get that spike plant, they would have been broken.
Yeah, so they can actually choose to either go for the Phantom Vandal with a light shield for some of them. I don't think they are, because I think that what we've been seeing, and also kind of the better option, is really go for the full shield and then sacrifice on your gun.
I think full shield, like their playstyle is really aggressive, so I would say full shield Spectre actually is doing pretty okay for them at the moment.
Yeah,
especially if they're pushing the garage, garage B main, it's working out a lot better.
Yeah, the close range Spectre especially, which is the way that they've been doing it so far. So making the most of what they have for this time. We see the Boombot going down from the side of Redsea. Nice angle to get it through to Garage, or seeing a very split up. Oh!
Yeah,
from the back.
The sandwich again.
With the spike. Now only 2 members on the side of Redsea still alive. It's going to be the Reina and the Cypher. Not all that much they can do, because Celeste, all they have to do, they have the spike. You can see 2 members already just sitting where that spike is in Garage. I really don't think Redsea 2v5 will be able to pick it up right now. And yep, Celeste going for the hunt, making sure that they make this one flawless, making sure that Reina and Cypher aren't going to be able to save their guns into the next round. And that was brutal.
Surely you have to equal this round, right? Surely.
Third time's the charm. Third time has got to be the charm. Hopefully we will see some pistol rounds coming out from them. And they didn't get they didn't get the spike plant that round either, so they don't have the extra 300 credits going for their favor. Whereas on the side of Team Celeste, can see a couple members even already max or close to max out on their credits. They've got 1 rifle on Sage as well.
Have a look at how the Cypher's playing. So Ayumi's pretty much doing a stereotypical kind of setup with the tripwires, 1 on Garage and then 1 on Long, and then I don't think she has. Does she have any cyber cages down?
Yeah,
I don't think
sometimes
so.
Like if you see a Cypher on A, you see on C.
Oh yeah, she does have two cyber cages on the long angle in the bomb site, in the plant site. Yeah. Is it pause? Yeah, I think it's a pause. Tech pause.
Might be a ping spike.
I don't think so. Okay, well, while we're waiting for that, I mean, I just want to put this disclaimer out there, right? Even from last game, like the skill level hasn't been super drastic in terms of between the teams. The only thing that's been pretty different is just how the teams have adapted to the game and how they're using their utility, right? So like last game, it was 13-0, but I wouldn't say that that like Vixens were any worse than we beaters. It was just the falling prey to that the same push they were doing over and over again, trying to make it work. If like the rounds were actually really close in terms of firepower.
Yeah,
right?
I think the unfortunate thing for them was that, you know, you start out on attacking side on bind. By the time you actually switch, I think a lot of teams have lost too many rounds at that point in time.
Yeah, which is why it's so important to get at least like
three,
2 or 3 rounds when you're on attack.
Yeah. I mean, I personally, I've been in a lot of like 12-4 games that then became like 12-10 and then got very close on bind. It's kind of the name of the game that you expect to happen once you spawn into attacker's side onto that map. We also got word from production, I believe. Skylar did disconnect from the game. She is lagging, I think, some ping spikes, so we are in a short pause while she restarts
there's
her
a lag,
computer.
and then we do have the camera measure also needs to get fixed as well. If you're not familiar about that camera measure, you want to explain that for the folks?
Yeah, so for the FSL official rules is that you need to have a camera set up when you play the game because, of course, FSL being the female esports league, we just want to kind of make sure that, all the participants are female. So we do have request that their cameras are set up before every single game. We do have monitors who look at the camera and make sure that the person, as well as their keyboard, mouse, hands, and the screen, so we can make sure that they are playing the game, the current game. So we make sure we have all of this footage before every game can actually start. Because I personally have played in a few of the previous FSL tournaments, and to get everything into the frame, I actually need 2 cameras. I need one to get me from the front and another one from the side angle, just to make sure that everything is up to speed. So that's it for the official rulings. I think we are still in a bit of a pause situation. Going back to the tripwires. I mean, Phil, I feel like you could talk about Cypher all day, being a Cypher main. And there's this also, I think this one spot that I've seen a couple of Cypher players do over on A long, just to make sure to watch out for the backstab from the team. That's actually gotten me a couple of times because I don't expect it to be there. I think that's also a pretty good spot over towards the T side over on A long.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's 2 ways that you play Cypher, right? If you start on the defense, you love it because your character is defensive, but the backstory to that is when you're on the attack, what you try to do is or at least what I try to do, I guess, is kind of reserve at least 1 tripwire and 1 cyber cage just for the fact to cover that back, like you said. So if my team is going to go in very aggressively and go for the push, then I'm not going to waste my camera to try and scout out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tripwire right at the back to cover our backs, just to, even if it doesn't do its full effect, the minute it gets destroyed or the minute it gets tripped, then we know someone's, like you said, someone's trying to backstab. If I'm not using my camera as a forward observer, right, to spot out anyone on the side before we go in, then it really is good to have it on the back so that you can tag the person trying to stab you and you already have your pre-fire shot ready. Cyber cages are really good on attack as well, just for the sake of obscuring. You don't get the full effect of smoke, but it does its job. And I actually prefer it to smoke because I can go in and I have vision as I come through. So it obscures what the angles that I need to obscure, but it gives me clear vision as I'm coming in to go to attack.
Yeah, I've also seen a lot of very crucial Cypher cages over towards the end of the round, like when you lay it down on top of Spike. If you're in one of those 1v2 clutch situations, absolutely crucial.
I mean, sometimes, if you're in a clutch situation, so if I'm in a 1v3 or 1v4 and I have my cyber cages, I might just pop a cyber cage on the Spike and I'll pop a cyber cage in the corner and just activate both, right? And then maybe I'll go for a fake and then just hide in the cage and they'll come through. Or if I'm on the attack, I'll just use it like a self-conceal smoke, in the same way that Brim or Jet might do that, and then hide in my cage and wait for the guy to pass through the cyber cage for the defuse. So yeah, it's very versatile. How you can play Cypher.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he just is better on defense, but also not bad on the attack. I think Cypher is really one of those high skill cap type of agents you really need. Cypher, Viper, especially, you just need to have very good map sense, very good idea of where would be the good vision spots to really control.
So the good thing about Viper is really good because you obscure a lot of vision and you do actually do damage. But a good Cypher is basically you're very good on defense at soloing a site, but on the offense, if you have a Cypher who's really good at doing the backstab stuff or doing the distraction stuff, then anywhere you go on the map, you cut off a rotational path. So yeah.
Yep. Viper mains, man, toxic. Every last one of them.
I don't. I don't know if you're going for the pun or like actual.
Yeah, if you guys have the battle pass, or I think just the Viper contract. Yeah, the Viper contract. If you level it up enough, you get the tag that you can use in the lobby that actually says toxic.
Toxic.
I know a lot of my friends when they saw it, they were like, "You need to main Viper. This is you." Mine's actually team player. What's yours, Phil? Empress?
I don't even think I have a tag.
What?
I don't know. I just play the game. Like I don't unlock stuff and like.
Come on.
I bought the battle pass, but
Yeah?
I just play the game. Yeah.
Weird flex, but okay. I think
Says the person who's flexing titles that they unlock and they
team
equip
player.
and stuff.
Hey.
I think the only thing I have is I have the Cypher character banner thing, and then the Cypher character banner thing, the sniper camping tent spray, and then I think like the fat corgi or the corgi.
Ah, the corgi is really cute.
Mid-spray.
Yeah, the corgi spray is really cute. I think one of the things about the skin cosmetics system for Valorant that a lot of people were saying were that they're actually really pricey. I think they're a bit pricier than say Fortnite, for example. And I mean, when Fortnite launched, like their skins model is already at something like $20-30 per actual skin. But Valorant, I mean, if you want to get the entire set of say the dragon
it's
skins,
about 100-150 Singapore
yeah,
dollars,
it's crazy.
right?
It's over $100. It's actually over $100 for the entire skin line. But I think I found a way around that. So what I do is I have friends who bought the skin line, and so at the end of a round when they still have the skin, I tell them to drop their gun, and then I pick it up, and then when we spawn into the next round, they buy their gun again, and it works out great. And then we have two skins on the team. Of course, it hinges on them staying alive, me staying alive. A lot of things need to work perfectly for this plan to happen, but it's cheaper than dropping $100 on one skin line.
I mean, I can see how, yeah, the cosmetics are pretty expensive, but I think if you deep down, if you look at it, like
the game is free.
The game, okay, yeah, the game is free. That's besides the point, right? The point is what you're getting in value for the cosmetics. You also like almost all the cosmetics is you have new sound, you have new animation. You know, you have all these different features as part of it, so you're paying for a lot of the animation and the integration to the game, right? Like if you look at cosmetics from other games, it's literally just a skin. It's a cosmetic skin. It's not it's not no change to animation,
particles,
there's no change
voice,
to particles, there's no other kind of different change there, right? The only other kind of game systems that do that, like probably are like maybe Destiny 2 or like something like Dota. But even Dota, if you want like the Arcana set that changes all the particles and stuff, you're paying the like same amount, pretty much.
Spoken like a true pay to win. With that, we are back into game. Players have reconnected. We have unpaused, and we are back into round number 8 of Game 3 of the Female Esports League VALORANT Open. Hard push coming in this time from Redsea onto side A. 5 members. Celeste only right now making it to rotate around. Oh, nice kill right there, but it is still a 2v4. 1v4. Can Brimstone do anything? And no, it's going to be another round to pick up for Team Celeste. Redsea did manage to get the spike down this time, that extra gold, but it's going to be a very easy defuse for Team Celeste this time. Oof.
Yeah, the next time they go in A, I'm pretty sure they're gonna smoke. They're gonna smoke Heaven, because that round basically they lost it because
they smoked for the alt orb.
They smoked the alt. Well, I mean, they smoked the alt orb. That's fine. They pushed through shot, which worked pretty well. They just forgot to, either they ran out of smokes or they just forgot to smoke Heaven, and that's where Reirachu had that op, and she basically had free reign of anyone in the site, and that allows her to basically, you know, one-shot kill, but also give the information to the rest of the team. So a bit of a split push now. Let's see what's happening. Lear onto the mid. They do some damage onto Terra field. Skylar will pop one off in the form of a Yumi. Boombot's gonna go through, and now the slow push is gonna come around the corner. Villarino will pick one, Tariel will pick two though. And I feel like I'm playing the piano right now as I try and cycle through all these characters.
Making the most of our observing system.
Yeah.
What looks like a 1v1. Brimstone versus Reirachu with the spike. Not really trying to get in onto B so she can plant it right here. Oh,
here we go.
nice
Brim
Molly.
Brim. He has ult. He has ult. So he's gonna be able. Tad's gonna be able to escape. And now there we go. Iceberg will get the better of Skylar. So they'll pick up another round, and that's 9-0 to Celeste. Close one. They got there. It was really close. Redsea just lacking in a bit of cleanup.
Yep. A bit of execution towards the end. Very good plans going through. I think, despite what the scoreline might look like, even though it's 9-0, a lot of the last few rounds, especially, have been very close. It's definitely encouraging for Redsea.fe to not give up yet. Eco, still a bit of a problem. As you can see right now, most of the members still using the Spectre.
Whoa.
Here.
All coming out from Ballerino, and then the Lear down the middle again. They're going to try and force it once again. Terrathiel, though, at the back of the site with an ult. And here we go. She boosts up, shoots off that rocket. Doesn't get anyone. Hearth, though, will pick up Rizal. And that's going to be the operator down. Garage taking a lot of damage. Boombot's going to be put out, I think, by Terrathiel pretty soon. The blind comes out from Valentable. Camera coming through, and they're going to be able to spot one at window. Lolex will drop Terrathiel. Good news for them, as now Valentable going to go for the blind and then try and go for the rotate. Whoa! Okay.
Whew.
So Lolex staying behind that same box that Valentable knew he was there. We'll get the wall bang kill. Wunda gonna go down as well, and now they are on the offensive. They're on the hunt. Hearth, where are you? Picks up the invulnerable orb for a slight bit, or the intangible orb, sorry.
Oh, that was really rough. Yeah, she was trying to retrieve Spike 1v2, 1v3 over at the end, so was trying to go intangible, pick it up. I don't think you can't pick up Spike when you're intangible. However, you can't plant, and I think you can't defuse when you're intangible. Yeah, I think we've found that out. Unfortunately, during game, I think was what has happened in the past.
Yes, I think
Yep,
you
you can't pick it up. You go intangible, you run it, and you're like, wait a minute.
I mean, you rarely see people use the intangible feature, but usually in clutch situations, if you're just trying to maneuver around. Here we go. Skylar gonna be the entry fragger right now. Does have his ult. Is gonna place it onto Garage, and here comes the Lear as well. Tripwire is gonna be there. Counter smokes coming in from the defense. Another Lear onto Garage, and Iceberg will drop a Ballerino as she tries to come through. Silong, Ayumi with the crossfire drops Lolex. Valentable onto Hearth, and Iceberg and Terrathiel will come and secure that Garage.
Yeah,
as well.
that's the hard thing about trying to invade on C. So generally, past a couple rounds and you can't. It's a lot harder to try and push through C-Long because you know someone's gonna be camping down long with a sniper. Pretty much past round 3. So we saw Redsea this time try to go through Garage. The thing is, Site C in particular just has so many spots. We saw Brimstone actually checking out a lot of the corners, but I think he missed at the back over at C-Link. I think was where he got shot from, because there are at least 3 or 4 really good positions for you to camp in C over on the defending side. So it's gonna be rough.
They're not in terms of like their execution. They're not way off. Right, the firepower is pretty good. It's pretty decent. Coming into the site's pretty good as well. They're just lacking that slight finesse to hold down the site, and the use of, I think it's boiling down to the use of utility They use utility by Celeste to delay those pushes in. Ballerino, once that smoke disappears, Iceberg is going, who's gonna win that battle?
Oh!
There we go. She wins that battle though. And Iceberg will go down, pops the Leer and the boom pack onto the window. Another Leer coming through. Tripwire gonna get activated. So now Cypher in the form of a Yumi is gonna come around the corner with Tarantino. We'll get that all down. And now here comes the flurry of bullets. Double Vandal kill onto Ballerino and Haas gets a triple onto Wanda. Spike gets planted though, so good news right there. Lolix will go down to Valentable as he comes around C-Long, and they'll get the defuse. So it's going to be 12-0 coming into the second half. Ideally, they would want to have picked up at least 1-2 rounds, but now it is going to be down to the wire right until the very end.
Yeah, this is tough. I think Redsea actually went for the full buy that round as well, so they're not doing too hot in terms of eco right here. You can see, I think, Ghost being picked up by Lolix right now. Pistol, it's not really where you want to be over at...
Yeah, they're on a force.
Oh, yeah, they swapped, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
sorry,
they swapped. Yeah, like wait, they had 800. Yeah, like wait.
We're just wondering why both
yeah,
sides
like
are
wait,
on
why?
pistol. So we're into the pistol round, yeah. But we are on match point already since that since the turnover, the switch, the side switch. So let's see how it goes. Are they gonna do better? Same Cypher kind of setup by Redsea now on the
Yeah, it comes down to execution. I think both teams, because they had the exact same 4-core, the only difference is the Omen versus the Reina. So it really does come down to gameplay as well as execution. Oh, the thing is, when you can track as well which angle the Raze throws that grenade from, so you are going to know which side of the entryway she is going to be. But she does pick up the nice kill with the grenade right now for V30.
There we go, beautiful play using that camera. We'll get the track. And they should be following it up with kills though, but unable to do so. Pops the cage, interestingly enough. Does stop the vision, so that's great. And now Spike is again with the camera play. I love this. This is amazing. I love it when you get a good Cypher and he's making use of his utility. But Lolix will drop her. And they'll get around. So they're off to a good start.
Yep, Redsea Esport.fe finally on the board in round number 13 of Game 3. And this might just be the start of the comeback. Phil, what do you think?
Yeah, when you're on match point, two things happen. Either
you bankai, you power up.
Okay, if you come in as the superior side, right, and you're on match point as you come in for the switch, two things happen. Either you win the round and you win the game, or your team starts to lose rounds, and then you start to lose confidence in yourself. And as we start to see, Hearth will pick up Volintable on short, smokes onto Garage, but nothing really big happening yet. They're gonna keep the spike down towards T-spawn and try and go for the picks. Nade and counter nade gonna come out on Garage, and nothing too much of a big effect is gonna happen, but we're gonna switch over to Brim, who goes down. Iceberg drops to Skylar, and that's gonna bring it to a 3-on-5 right now. So good positioning now at the moment by Redsea.
Yeah, it was actually kind of aggressive positioning from the arena at the start. Did manage to get the nice kill onto Omen over in the sewer. I think for me personally, I watched sewers from sight. What we saw was Reina kind of waited a couple seconds and then she pushed out into sewer. And I don't think Omen was expecting that at all. So definitely worked out in her favor this time. But just had aggressive.
So Wall's going to go down. Wanda, though, does have the heal, but it decides not to use it just yet. And doesn't have to use it because Ballerino's able to come around the back and finish off the remaining members of Celeste. So momentum starting to build, a bit of belief starting to build.
Exactly.
The economy is in their favor, so...
Momentum, and I mean, we still got that bug, so we can't see the entire buy from both these teams.
I think they're forcing a Spectre, a full Spectre buy.
Yeah, and the thing is,
Pretty sure.
because Redsea won the first 2 rounds, so actually this is the in round 3. This is where they can actually pick up that operator and camp down along. So this is actually really good for them.
They've gone for a full Spectre buy. Yeah, they're trying to close the game out.
Yeah, they're trying to force things, make sure they pick up the matchup point. It's going to be difficult. I feel like Redsea should have some snipers camping.
If Valencia can pick one up.
They can rush A.
Nope.
Yikes.
So there we go. And now they should be able to just regather their forces and reconcile. But Ayumi getting into the site, gets a camera up.
Yeah, rest of the team rotating around to A, trying to make sure they get a bit of control still around B, but nope, looks like they're going to all push coming out of sewers back to their spawn side.
Sharp frags from Terrathiel. Last one standing is of course Dorina, and she has to go for it for 3v1. Let's see, any utility. Has 1 Leer and 3 absorbs, 0 shields, 81 health. Tripwire, there we go. Defensive tripwire gonna alert them. Now she's down to 15. And oh my goodness. Rocket comes through. She needs to go by another way. Okay, Leer comes out. She needs to get the kill so she can heal up. She has plenty of time. Plenty of time. So I wouldn't count it out just yet, but the camera is on that C side. They're trying to come around, and yeah. So they used the footsteps on mid to distract her, and then finished her off through